What's up YouTube, Criminal here, back with another video. This is the first time I'm doing a voiceover. In this video I'll be showing you Johnny Cage, the character breakdown of him, some combos, all of his strings. So yeah, let's get into it.
Johnny Cage.
I'm gonna put it on very easy so I can showcase stuff easily. First we have the best intro in the game. Hands down, the best intro in the game from what we've seen so far. It's amazing. Alright, let's get into it. First of all, the strings, there's this one. Sorry. 112. A basic string really. Good for block stun. Now, if we will take a look at the frame data here, its startup is not that fast. It's 15 frames on startup, so it's not very good as a fast poke. It does decent damage, and on block it's safe. So it's a good option to stop mix-ups and stop block stun. Alright, next one, you have 114, sorry. Ends with this spinning kick, great for taking the distance. You don't really want to do this with Johnny, but it leaves you almost full screen. So it's another great option. If we take a look on the frame data on this one, it's actually +7 on block. So it's really plus on block for you. That means that with almost every string you'll do, as long as it's 13 frames on startup or lower, you can actually catch your opponent if they'll try mashing. Alright, let's go to this one. This is one of Johnny's main combo starters. This is forward 1, 2, 3. Just a great combo starter, good range. Mainly that option that ends with the 3 is mainly just for keeping yourself safe, because this option, I'll show it after she revives.
Like that? Hell yeah, you did. Round 2, fight.
This one, forward 1, 4, is great combo starter, but it's unsafe on block. Let me show you the frame data real quick. Yeah, it's -12 on block, so if your opponent is decently fast, don't even need to be that fast. It's really easy to punish. It's an easy punish, a full combo for your opponent. But this one is only -4, so it's safe on block. And it's also a low, and this one is an overhead, so we can catch them with the mix-up. Alright, next strings, we have this one. 212. This is one of Johnny's best starters, and it also leads to very good damage compared to this one. It scales much less. So if I do the basic Johnny combo... Oh, sorry. If I do a basic Johnny combo, like this one, let's say, that's always 34. But if I do this with this one... Oh, she died. Hold on, I'll reset. If I do it with the other string, it will deal much less damage, because this one scales a lot less. Alright, so let's move on. Next we have this one. This is another great option, because this one is an overhead, the combo starter, and this one is a low. So you can catch them trying to block the high, because they know if they block low, they're fucked. Because if they block low when I do the overhead, it's a full combo. The overhead is actually safe, for some reason. So you can really throw it out and try to catch your opponent with this 50-50. And it's really a tough situation for them. This one ends with a low overhead. The 4-4 at the end. One is a low and one is an overhead. And this one is also safe, so he has really good strings. This one though, if you stop it with a low, it's actually unsafe. So if you come into the position and your opponent blocks the low, you want to change it into the overhead. Alright, next we have this one. This move on startup, it's pretty quick. How many frames is it? Let me check real quick. Startup, it's 19. It's not that fast. Pretty slow actually. Oh my bad. This one is 7 frames on startup, so it's a go to punish. Just standing 1. It is best to go to punish. That, or you can go just standing 2, because it's also 8 frames, so it's pretty fast. Alright, and next, yeah, we have back 2. As you can see, it's actually safe on block, and it's a long one. And he gets his move back from earlier games where you can charge it. If you charge it, it will crumble the opponent, so if you don't charge it, it does this, but if you charge it, fuck it back. If you charge it, it actually... Lima is such an annoying bot. If you charge it crumbles, so you can get a full combo. So simple, and actually it doesn't scale at all. Now one thing, it doesn't really show the frame data, it shows the charging action itself and not the actual hit. But if you hit this fully charged, it's plus on block. I don't know how much exactly because it doesn't give us the frame data, but it's plus. I had it in a few matches and it is plus. They can't interrupt you. Alright.
Round 2.
Next up, we have this. Just a solid string overall, ends with an overhead, you can catch people off guard, or you can end with a nut punch and then surprise them with that. Alright, let's move on. This one. Back 3. This is Johnny's regular kick. As you can see, pretty decently fast, but it's unsafe on block, but it's very good combo too. Like, if I do this thing, if I do this one, it also crumbles. I'll get into it soon. You can do this and pick up the combo. So yeah, that's back 3. Very good for combos all around. You know, in all situations, it's usually useful to bring it in. And this is one of Johnny's best string, if not his best one. We have this one. Forward 3, 2, 2, 1. I will start it again. This string is incredibly fast and start fairly fast. It's safe on block, and it leads to great damage. It's one of his main combo tools. This is mainly a combo finisher in the corner, so you can just do this, or go into the Rising Star and extend the combo from there. Alright, his next string, that's basically his best starter. It's incredibly slow, but it's overhead, and it's actually also safe on block. Most of his moves are safe on block because he's a rushdown character and he has almost no projectiles. Actually, not almost, he has no projectiles. But this one, it also leaves him in a crumbled state, so you get a lot of damage. You see that was 30% and I didn't even get to finish it. And if I extend it with the cameo, it can get to 40-45% easily. Alright, only one string left. We have 4-4 plus 15 on block. Incredible frames. A lot of frame advantage. Even just the standing 4. It's 10 frames on startup, but it's plus 5. If you just throw this around. If you hit it, just sends them flying. So it's a good option on block strings. But it is extremely slow, so they can actually flawless block it most likely. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright, next we have the air combos. Johnny really doesn't rely too much on his air combos. Only one button usually, he doesn't do the full air combo most of the time. But let me show them real quick. We have this one. Oh, sorry. We have this one. Oh, goddamn. I hate the Lime bot. Yeah, we have this one. This one is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4, sorry. Just, in general, it's decent. Though, I'm pretty sure the other one does more damage. Let me check. Wow. I wish there was a training mode, really. Would have been so much easier. Yeah, this one does 177, and if I do it with this one, yeah, it does significantly more damage. That was in 20%. That string I just did was 244. It does more damage, but it leaves him in the air for longer and you land much slower. So it's something to keep in mind. And then just has his regular buttons. Now, let's move on to his specials. First of all, Johnny has his nut punch, the classic. I'll restart the match real quick so I can continue showcasing it. Regular nut punch is not that crazy, it's just regular nut punch like always. It's a good combo finisher because they fall down and you're actually recovering much faster than they do. So you can get set up your mix-up for yourself. Alright, but this is where it gets crazy. Enhanced ball buster, they call it, is amazing. Ah, it's not a low, my bad. It's a mid actually. It's good. If you had a low with that, it would have been too broken. The enhanced one is crazy. Why? Because it does this. If you just do the full combo into it, it restands. What that means, if you have the Kano cameo, for example, works well with Johnny, you can do something like this. Oh, sorry, my bad, I dropped it. I'll restart again to get the bar. If you run Johnny with the Kano cameo, you can do this into the knives and continue a combo. As you can see, you can get a lot of damage with that. Afterwards, I'll show you a real combo. Alright, next we have the cancel. I'll get into the hype stuff at the end. Next we have show off. Again, it's a great move. A counter. Basically, let's say if she hits me. If she attacks, you see I go into the dash. And I get behind them. In some situations, it gives you a full combo. Now the difference between that and the EX, the regular and the EX version, this one is 7 frames, the EX is 2 frames. The EX is ridiculously fast. If you see any move they do, and you just go into this, it will get them. And you can hold it by keeping hold of the button. You see, this one was a punish. But the combo actually does reduce damage if you start this move. If you get this move and start a combo, it will do less damage. Alright, next we have a really more of a troll move, the throwing shades. It's pretty much useless from what I've seen so far. It doesn't really have anything, it's unsafe on block, it's unsafe on hit, it doesn't give you combos. It is good for charging your hype meter though, that's the best thing it does, and I'll show it later, but in general just do this. It's great for disrespecting your opponent. If you wanna be a troll, you can kill them with this, something like this, let's say. Just keep throwing them until they die, it could be hilarious. I'll restart it again. Alright, moving on. From the shades, we have the Rising Star. This one is great for combos. Extremely unsafe on block, so never do it on block. And it's also not a great way to charge your hype meter because the pose it does is so long. It's ridiculously long. Alright, let's check. Regular Rising Star doesn't do a lot. It just launches like that and you can extend with a cameo if you time it well. But the EX one gives you a full air combo. And that's good for the corner because you can actually just do something like this. Yeah, you can just keep up the combo from there. So it's a great combo move. That's his main uses. Excuse me. Next we have his dash. Johnny's dash is great for a movement option because it covers a lot of the screen. But it's not invincible at any point of the animation from what I've seen. So yeah, they can grab you, they can attack you, so you can just throw it out randomly. It's also, when your hype meter is activated, it's a great combo tool. If you press L2 after doing the first dash, it will do a double dash, so you can really get it faster. I actually didn't pick up what the EX one does, because I'm pretty sure it might be invincible, but I'm not certain, so I can't tell you this right now, sorry. This one, I don't know, if you want a good wake up option, usually you go for the EX Shadow Kick, because it's armored. So it's a better option, and it's really fast on startup. But the dash is also extremely fast, it's 1 frame, so it's pretty much instant. Alright, next the Shadow Kick. A go-to combo under for him, and the best wake up option he has is the EX, because it's armored, and it's extremely fast, and travels very far as you can see.
You can't have too much cake.
It's also, from what I've seen, his best way to charge the hype meter, because it almost charges the entire thing. Check it out. It charges a ton of the star gauge, so it's a really good option to land combos with this, but you want to use a cameo to keep yourself safe, because if not they can just close in the gap and kill you. Alright, finally now we get into the interesting Johnny stuff. Actually before that, I'll show you a cool combo without the hype stuff. Actually, no. Hold on, I'll charge the hype real quick. I'll go over everything and then do some combos. Sorry. There. Now we have the full hype gauge. To use the hype meter you need to do half circle back. Half circle back full. Just run your fingers across the arrows and it will give you the movement. Now this hype meter is the best thing Johnny Cage has. But one bad thing about it, the startup is ridiculously long. Actually, the animation it does is very long. So you can get punched in the face for that. But when it's activated, you can basically, in simple terms, you can just cancel special moves into other special moves. So that gives Johnny a lot of combos and it gives him a lot of meter gain. Because he can do tons of nut punches and cancel them into combos. I'll show you this for quick. Double nut punch, cancel into the dash and keep going. I dropped it, never mind. But one thing to keep in mind, as I just saw, something weird about the up gauge that I'm pretty sure was intentional from the developers. If you cancel double nut punch like I just did into the dash, into regular dash, if you want to do it again, you have to use the EX dash. It doesn't let you do the dash twice. So that's something to keep in mind. If you want to do double cancels, you need to use the EX dash. But as I'll show you soon, the best way to use it is usually to use a cameo to extend the combo. Actually, I'll show you right now instead. I'll just charge it up real quick. Alright. Now, I get the hype gauge. The best way to do it is just use the assist, and then you can get a jump in. She's still low on health, so I can't show it right now. I'll show it now.
Round 2, fight.
In the small video I did earlier, when I showed the 50% combo, it's basically same thing. So yeah, we go into the hype gauge, called the Kano cameo, jump in, and you get a combo. Fuck breakers. Oh, Kano got caught by that thing. Alright. So that is basically it for Johnny's hype meter. You really want to build it up in any possible situation. So let's say you do a combo and end with the shadow kick with the pose. Something good about Kano is the Kano ball. You can do this. Oh, sorry. You can do this and call Kano, and you can hold the Kano ball, so you can keep yourself safe using the Kano ball. Now, another thing you can do is in neutral. If you're far away from an opponent and they throw a projectile, you can use this to duck under and get it. Yeah, so a shadow kick into that pose and this already fills your entire gauge. Doing this in the shadow kick. Once it's full, you don't want to just pop it randomly. You really need to pop it either at the end of a combo where you have some distance from your opponent. And you have a cameo available to keep yourself safe, because it's really unsafe, as I say it again. So yeah, then you activate it, and then Johnny is just ridiculous. Like, you can wait, if you wake up with the shadow kick, you can get a 20% wake up for nothing, just because you have the hype gauge.
Like that? Hell yeah, you did.
And it gives an amazing combo potential. So next, I'll show the fatal blow at the end because it's hard to get it because there's no training mode. But yeah, let's take a look at some combos. Let's say you get this starter right there. You can use this again and just end it with the shadow kick. That's a basic BMB in mid-screen. If you're in the corner, you can actually do something like this. You see already better damage. Now, something Sonic Fox came up with is because the EX nut punch resends, you can do something like this, and that's ridiculously broken. That's where he gets most of his damage with the Kano cameo. We start with this. As you can see, 44%, and it was pretty much for nothing. So his main damage when you use a cameo like Kano's is whereas the knife throw, which stuns them on the ground, is a great option for Johnny. You really want to run a cameo like that with him if you're going for max damage. Kano in general is really good with Johnny because, as I said, Johnny has no projectiles. So you want someone to close the gap. So you can use the knives and get in with the shadow dash, or you can just do this and you get just a projectile. So yeah, Kano is a very good cameo option with Johnny. Now, the most fun thing about Johnny are the combos. So let me show you one real quick. Now, something to keep in mind, getting an actual combo started when you have the full star gauge and you just activated it is extremely difficult. Because the enemy will have to just not move in order to do that. So you need to keep in mind the gauge can run out at any moment. Oh, sorry, I dropped it. So you want to make sure you get in the dash. Oh, I fucked up, sorry.
Round 1, fight.
You want to make sure you don't get stuck in the animation of the nut punch and the gauge just runs out. And then you're screwed. So you start the combo. Why am I dropping this suddenly? Okay, so it's almost running out, so I need to do this. Fucking breakers, dude. Alright. So that's basically it for Johnny with the hype gauge. You activate it, and when you have it you can just do whatever you want, because you can cancel anything into the shadow dash, all of your specials, so you can keep yourself safe. So let me show you this real quick. Let's say you did a raw shadow kick as a wake up. It's unsafe, we know that. They can punish you. You can cancel it into... You can just cancel it into the dash, and then you're safe. Now in the corner, Johnny just becomes a monster with the mix-ups and his combos. Like if you catch them with a jumping or with this string, let's say, you can just do a shit ton of damage. Yeah. Alright, next up, Johnny's Fatal. One of, if not the best Fatal blows we have in this... Actually, the best Fatal blow we have in this build. It does the most damage, I'm pretty sure. It does 35%, because it's a counter, but it's also... You can combo into it. So I'll show you. I need Kenshi to get me down on HP. Actually, I get damage, I show you the combo real quick. I'll just show a Fatal blow combo real quick. Now I need to... Because it's very easy, Kenshi hardly attacks, so I need him to get me to low enough. Really, the main usage for the Fatal blow is just as a counter. So, attack me, you idiot. Come on. Good. Now let's get some distance. When you activate, you can hold it and it does this stupid dance. You see, against projectiles it's not immune. But if it does any attack that is not a overhead or a low, I basically get him. I'll throw the knife for a second. So there it does his dumbass dance. And you can actually cancel it with the shadow dash. So if you see your enemy didn't fall for the counter, you can cancel it and keep yourself safe, so it's very very strong. It doesn't give you cancel combos like the former game, like from what I've seen, but it is very very good. Now let's see if I can get him with that, just to show you the Fatal. God damn, fucking bots. Let's try the combo into it real quick. If you're in the corner with John, you can actually get the combo. Something like this. You need him to be high enough in order for it to combo, but you get something like this, and it does pretty good damage, but it scales heavily because it's at the end, so just for style points you can do this. Alright, that's pretty much it for Johnny. Just to wrap it up, I'll show you a few cool combos. Let's say without the hype gauge for a second, so just something like this. Fucking breakers. Without the up gauge we can do something like this. And let's start the match so you get some more HP. And now for if you do get the up gauge, that's what John just does a shit ton of damage. So yeah, we activate it. Fucking boss. Dude, really? You can do something like this with the Kano cameo. Oh, he didn't drop in time. Never mind. So as you can see, it's pretty much Johnny just becomes a two-touch character at this point. If you touch it twice, you die if you have the hype gauge. So yeah guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Yeah, Johnny really strong. As for the gameplay plan, you really just want to closing the distance with him as much as possible, just keep on the pressure on your opponent, because he really doesn't like to be full screen. So you want to close in the distance and use the cameos to get in. So like with Kano, you just do this and do the dash and then you can get in and start your pressure, and then Johnny just becomes ridiculous. In close range, Johnny is insane. And you want to charge the hype gauge at the end of your combos mainly when you can, and use the cameos like this to keep you safe. And then when you can activate it, you just do this, and Johnny just shreds everything. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.